Hey guys, thanks for stopping by today. I'm so glad you're here with me. So I want to make a summer sugar scrub, New Directions orange butter. I bought this specifically to make a orange inspired scrub, and I've just been using my base. I haven't gotten around to actually making a new batch specifically for the scrub. I do sell my formula on my website, and that will be linked down below if you want to check it out. I also give you not just a recipe of sorts, but I also give you a formula for what I use as far as hard oils, soft oils, the emulsifier percentages, and different things like that. What I want to do today is take that and tweak it to include a pseudo butter or my orange butter. My first bit of what do I need to do with this recipe to incorporate this butter is get a feel, and you can see I've already kind of poked at it with a clean spoon. Get a feel for how soft it is, because that's going to dictate the rest of my ingredients or the rest of my butters. I have a certain percentage of butter I always use in my formula. Since this is so soft, I'm going to use cocoa butter as the other part of my percentage, because cocoa butter will help offset the softness that this butter is giving. If this butter was a really hard butter, I would probably use shea on the other half of the formula. My sugar scrub, I feel, is quite luscious. It's not a real crumbly, dry sugar scrub. I just disliked those so much. Because of that, it also has a bit of a lower melt point. So I do have trouble shipping this in the heat of the summer, especially if I'm going to even a hotter location. But I think I'm really good to ship through May, and then I probably will pull it from the shipping part of my website and just say local pickup only until probably September. Just fair warning, if you are interested in checking out that formula, it depends on where you live and where you're shipping, or if you're shipping, you really have to watch that part of it, because this formula is a little bit more heat sensitive than some other formulas. I'm gonna get everything ready, and we're gonna make some orange scented sugar scrub, and I'm gonna use citrus agave, my all-time favorite orange scented fragrance oil, and I get that from Candle Science, guys. Let's get to making. I am gonna start getting in my oils and my butters into this pot. First, I'm gonna put sunflower oil, if I have enough. I don't know that I'm gonna have enough. All right, so I didn't have all the sunflower oil I need, so I'm just gonna write what I have in here. And let's see what I have to top it off. All right, I have safflower oil. I'm gonna top it off with that. And make a note. It's a very versatile formula that, you know, just do what you have. Abyssinian oil. Now I'm gonna put my two hard oils in here, or butters, I should say, hard butters. And this is mango. Probably should put this in first so it doesn't splatter. And then cocoa butter. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and put my stearic acid in, which it looks like I need to order. All right, I'm gonna get my glycerol stearate, PEG 100 stearate, which this is not gonna be near enough. I'm sitting on the outside of my bottle. Be right back, guys. So that's it for now. I'm gonna put the orange butter in when this is melted, just because it's such a soft butter. I think the heat of this will melt that just fine. All right, almost melted. I'm gonna go ahead and add the orange butter. It smells so good. It's on the heat, but it's off. It's not off. This smells so good, guys. But it is quite soft in consistency. So I think it'll heat and melt super fast. Oh, I need to weigh it. Heavens, what am I doing? Oh my gosh. Faithful snowman towel on my scale. Perfect. That doesn't happen very often. So guys, in true Tammy fashion, I made a mistake. I wanted about 100 ounces of the scrub, so I resized my base to 100 ounces. Not considering the fact that I have, 60% sugar. So this is way more scrub than I meant to make. And as I was kind of pouring in the liquids, I was like, dang, this seems like a lot. I just, you know, don't always think things through. What can I say? All right, so I'm going to let this melt, and in the meantime, I'm going to get my other ingredients ready. I'm going to put my IPM in there, and this is an emollient. I'm going to put my emulsifier, another emulsifier in here. This is Poly 80. I'm going to go ahead and get my vitamin E in here. Okay, that is it until it cools down and I can put my preservative in. So I have quite a ways to let it cool down, so I'm just going to stir it every so often, and when it comes time to cool it down, I will be adding my Liquid Germall Plus, and then we're going to split it and make an appropriate batch size. I'm going to get off the scale. I don't want to hold it on there while it's cooling. So alright guys, I'll be back. Well, it is finally cool. It has been a hot minute, guys, for this to cool down. I made about 5 room sprays in the meantime. So I've kept myself busy. I'm going to put some Liquid Germall Plus in here. And I'm just going to stir this for a second and make sure that is completely blended in. And this base is done. So because I made too much, I'm not making all of this into containers. I am going to hold this back as a base and add sugar to it as I need it, because I honestly don't know if I have enough jars for all of this. So I don't know if you can hear, I have the door mostly shut, but my dehumidifier is just about had it. So I have to go buy a new dehumidifier tomorrow. It is so loud. We can even hear it upstairs. We have to turn the TV on, like up. So we can hear over that thing. All right, so I need 50 ounces. I don't know how much that's gonna be high. All right, let me just try this. It's gonna be about half. Close enough. All right. I actually have a little sediment on the bottom of this pot here. So I'm actually going to pour that back in here and stir this up a little bit better before I split it off. Be a little bit more aggressive this time. So now I'm just going to go ahead and let this cool down. I'm going to keep stirring it as it cools, and then I'll whip it when it is ready. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to play that completely by ear. I'll be back. Alright, it has been several days since I left you guys, and basically what I did is I have all of my mixture in my mixer and I just left it. Several times throughout the rest of that day, I would turn the mixer on and get it going and mix it for, you know, several minutes and then turn it off and just walk away. And it has been sitting on my counter all this time. So I think it's time for me to get this finished. It's a perfect consistency. It's just what I'm looking for. So I'm going to bring the camera down, let you see what it looks like. Gotta get my gloves back on. I just had it covered. Like I said, it's been on the counter for several days. Let me open this up so you can see what it looks like. And there it is. It is quite cold in here currently. My room is 66 degrees. So I'm going to get this loosened up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance oil in. That will loosen it up a lot. And I'm also going to add my mica powder. I'm actually going to use pigment, and this is making me a little nervous because it is, pigments are a little harder to get mixed in. But I want you to see this. Look how loose that is now with that fragrance oil. Heavens. There we go. Can you see how loose that's become? That is to be expected because I think I've told you guys before, my formula is a quite a bit looser than others. I'm going to take a second to try to get it off the bottom of the bowl here. So give me just a second to scrape. Let's see how this blends in. It's actually doing quite well. Not too bad, actually. There's no speckles. I was kind of worried about it blending in well, but it did good. It's a little more pastel than I was expecting. I know it's a white base and it's not going to be super dark like that, but it's almost more of a peach than I would prefer. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to try Racing Stripe Orange. So let's see what a half a teaspoon of that does. That's much better. Much better on that, guys. I like it. Okay, so this is ready for me to add my sugar, and I have white granulated sugar, just plain, and in this one I'm using the Morena pure cane sugar. I get this from Walmart, and I do about a 50-50 on these. I think I like this consistency the best. So I'm just going to pour it in slowly. I'll probably just go back and forth just because and get it in mixed in really well. Scraping down the sides. I do like this. I got this on Amazon, and I think it is listed in my Amazon shop if you guys want to check it out. I do like it. I like the size a lot. I really wanted this bigger bowl, but you really have to take a little more time to scrape down the sides with it. I have to scrape down the sides of my KitchenAid too, but more often with this. It's so full. This is not quite ready. It's still very thick and not very fluffy. And I just really want this to be fluffier before I jar it. And it may be quite difficult to do that when there's so much volume in here. So I'm going to take one of my sugar containers and maybe just eyeball about half of it. I made so much. There's so much scrub. I hope this sells. Well, I'm not going to get half of it in this thing. Heavens, guys. Oops. Let's try this. I'm going to fill my jar up real quick. That is perfect. 7 ounces. A little bit of space there, but that's okay. I like it. Guys, you've seen me jar before. I'm going to get my jars filled up and then I'll be back because I have another thing to tell you. So I ended up with 19. I was like, what am I thinking? Guys, I don't sell that many sugar scrubs. So I hope this sells because, for one thing, it's one of my very favorite scents. So it's perfect for summer. I used my last black lid, so I have one with the white lid. I have my 2 testers for my 2 tables for people to smell. And then I have 1 ounce samples. So I'm going to get these labeled. Here are my labels. I designed this in Canva. And for these, I use the 1.5 by 4 inch label. I think that works out pretty good. Is it glaring? Can you see it? I can't really tell what you're seeing. There. Maybe you can see that? So there it is with the white lid. There it is with the black lid. And then I have the little round labels for my little samples. There that is. And then I'm going to put these in the box that I have, and that way I can get the ingredients on here. So I may have been a little off when I was bottling all these up or jarring these up, and I don't think I explained what I meant to explain to you guys. which is, what am I doing with all of these 1 ounce bottles? Well, when I made the mistake of doing my batch size that I wanted without sugar, so I resized it to 100 ounces of base and not 100 ounces of batch. So I have a ton of these jars. So I really hope they sell well because, geez, that's a lot for me. This is one of my favorite. I think this will sell quite well because this is such a great citrusy scent. I love this so much. What I'm gonna do with all these little 1 ounce samples is I'm gonna have a sale in May that will include a 1 ounce sugar scrub sample in every order. I don't know if I'm going to put a limit on the order, maybe $20. Any, order over $20, you get a free sugar scrub for the month of May. So I made 11 of these, and I think that'll be plenty because honestly, guys, I just don't get that many online sales. It's not like I'm one of those that like, whoo, no, it's not me. So for me, average, I would say if I had eight sales in a month, that's a really good month for me online. So 11 will probably be plenty. And then anything left over for next month, I will probably just put that in as a sample for the larger orders that come through. That's my thought process of what I'm going to do. And I have 58.8 ounces of my sugar scrub base for orange, my orange sugar scrub base. Heavens. This is going to probably be an every summer for me. This is so good. If you have not had citrus agave from Candle Science, I think you should give it a go. It's my favorite citrus scent of all time. Love it that much, guys. Thanks for watching. My formula is going to be linked down below. It's always there on my website. It's one I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of my body butter formula, which is free on my channel, and I'm really proud of my sugar scrub formula. I've worked really hard on both of those, and I'm just really proud of it. So I hope you like it. The ones that have bought it, I hope you like it. Guys, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I really appreciate every single one of you. So I'm gonna get off here. Bye.